Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the SWILL radio show. All right, so we got some more 90 Day Fiancé, episode 7, actually season 7, episode 3. All right, it's called What Am I Worth to You? All right, so we start off with Annie and Robert. And pretty much the whole entire situation, no matter what comes out of her mouth, Robert realizes that his best friend was right about Annie. And he's just trying to play it off a little bit, it's not the case, whatever. But it's the first night. He said they had lots of drinks, and she said that when they woke, when Bryson finally went to sleep, which is his son, they had lots of sex. Which he was playing it off. He's being a gentleman, but she was like, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna slut it up." All right. So the next morning, he's gonna take Bryson to school, and she let him know that, "Hey, I need some clothes. I left all my clothes in Dominican Republic for my sister to sell." And she's like, "Can we get some clothes?" And he's like, "Yeah, you can get some clothes." And she's like, "Today?" And he's like, "Yeah." She's all excited and everything like that. She has barely any clothes at all. All right, so he gets ready to take Bryson to school, and then on the way back, I guess he takes her to the store. So they're looking around the clothes, and she's like, "I don't know, these clothes aren't my style." And she doesn't realize that they're used. Then the store clerk comes up, and she's saying, "Yeah, I hope you guys can find something you're looking for. We buy, the used clothes, daily." And she's like, "These are used? Use it?" She said, "Yeah, these clothes are rubbish." And she's turning her nose up like a champ, guys. Like, she's showing her ass. Like, for real. All right. So he tells her that she's selfish. And he lets her know about the whole money situation. It's like, "Hey, look, I got a wedding to pay for. I got to pay for the visa. I got to pay for this, take care of the house, take care of the car. And I'm doing it all alone, which is true. But, when it comes like that, guys, you don't have to throw that stuff in people's face. I hate when people throw stuff in my face about money. It's not fair. All right. So that's pretty much the situation with those two. And, now we got a brand new couple, guys. Brand new couple on this episode. We got Mike and Natalie. All right. So he is 6'7" tall. 6'7" tall. He said that he bought his dad's property. And, he's saying that there's lots of debts to go along with that. And he's kind of regretting it a little bit, but he's glad that he keeps the property in the family. All right, so he has his uncle, Bo, which is his ranch hand. So they have a lot of land, guys, like a lot, like for real. All right, so, he said he always wanted to be married. Then he stated that he was married before, and she left him for another woman. Mm-hmm. All right, so I guess whatever the case is, he's... it's not funny, but it's like, okay, she left you for another woman. Woo. Sorry, guys, getting yawning, man. It's kind of early right now. But I got this episode before it came out. So it's coming out, I think, tonight. Either tonight or tomorrow night. I got it early. So I'm actually pretty glad that I got to see this episode before it comes out. I like that. I like when it comes out like that. All right, so his friend has a wife from Ukraine, and they just had a baby. So they made him the godfather, and they made a godmother. The wife's friend, it's kind of weird. He made the girl, the friend, the godmother. So they met up and they kind of hit it off a little bit. She's from Ukraine. I don't want you guys to see me yawn again, man. Jeez, I didn't have my coffee yet. All right, it's all good though. All right, so they FaceTime each other. And they text each other all the time. And she letting him know that she's scared of the visa process, And, he told her about his credit card debt. He's like in debt out of his yin-yang, man. In debt out of yin-yang. And she lets him know that, he's like, you have to leave your mom. Are you excited about that, leaving your mom? And she's like, "No, not really. But I'm going to tell her something that's going to make her happy. And, I'm going to let her know that she's going to have some grandkids." Gee whiz, guys, I'm sorry. Man. So she wants kids right away. And he does too, but he realized that kids are going to cost a lot of money. So she has like a look on her face like, "What? We're not going to have kids right away? We're going to live in poverty? So that's pretty much what's going on. And I look at the camera, and I know the camera's right here, guys, and I'm looking at that. But sometimes I kind of look at myself a little bit too. So I got to excuse me on that as well. All right, so we got good old Marcel and Anna. All right, so I got some dirt on these guys right here, but I'm going to put that on another video. I can't wait to put that out. I'm just getting some more facts straight, but I got some serious dirt on these two right here, man. Like, yeah, Anna and Marcel, I got you. I got you. All right, so... All right, so she's thinking about if his family finds out about the her boys, will he leave? And they have like a heart-to-heart situation, and he's trying to read the English on the translator, and I know he knows English. I already know he knows English, guys. He's not faking me out. So he knows English. He's been in this country for a while. All right, so he is saying that society back home, they have like a circle, and what's going to happen is that he'll be shamed. Hold on. All right, guys, I'm making my coffee. I apologize, man, but man, I'm so tired. Well, not really tired, but you know what it is. All right, so anyway, he says that society's going to shame him. All right, so he's going to tell his parents in 10 years. And, you know, the way he looks on his face, it looks like he's telling a joke. Like, waiting for him to say, I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. But no, he's going to tell his parents on their deathbed, and everything will be forgiven. That's kind of weird, but... I don't know why you can't just be honest, man. Like, I know she has 3 kids. I can understand maybe 1, but he's like, man, I can't tell my family. But if you can't tell your family like that, you gotta like not be with her. That's the way I feel. You gotta just leave her. All right, so then we got Michael and Juliana. All right, so he left Brazil, not knowing anything but the visa process, and you know she sends him like a little message or an email or something, some kind of message, and says that she got the visa. So he's pretty excited about that, and she's excited about it. All right, so what he did was to pick her up from the airport, he rented a limousine, a Hummer limousine to pick her up at the airport. All right, so he picks her up, gave her some flowers and everything like that. They're kissing, and I'm just thinking, you know, he's like, man, this is, to me, it's gross. Older people, it's just gross to me. I don't know, that's just me, man. Not everybody's like that, but that's just to me. All right, so they drive around New York. He shows her like the Empire State Building and a lot of other buildings that are of importance. She's pretty happy. He breaks out some champagne, some 1996 champagne, and she's like, "Oh, 1996." He's like, "Yeah, the year you're born." You know, it's like you have to always correlate everything to her age. But you know, they always say age ain't nothing but a number. But it's like you're always throwing the age in her face. So then he actually gives her the pendant, I guess, that he bought at that other store clerk on the last episode, and I'm sorry, guys. He gave it to her, and it has the red, white, and blue, and then it's got the green and gold for Brazil. So it's bringing the United States and Brazil together, which is a good sentimental thing right there. And then she goes about how she grew up poor, she was a seamstress, and how she made maybe like $10 a month, maybe $20 a month sometimes. And that's kind of sad. I mean, just be making that much money a month. I don't understand how you would eat. Like, I can make $10 stretch maybe a week, but I don't know if I could do it for a whole entire month. You know, I'm not sure about that one. More power to her, man. You know, from rags to riches. All right, so then we got good old Emily and Sasha. All right, so her water broke, and they're on the way to the hospital. It broke overnight. And, you know, this is his first time seeing a birth, because he said he was probably always working the other 2 times, but he doesn't remember. And I'm like, well, you don't remember if you're working or not. Either you were or you weren't working. I don't know. Or you just didn't care to be there. Whatever the case is, I don't know. All right, so he was texting her family about all the updates that are going on, so they know exactly what's going on with the birth and what's going on with Emily. All right, and when it comes time for them, the baby to be delivered, doctors come in, and they're having her push and push some more. And they realize the baby's position is not correct with the head and the hip. Like, I guess there'd be some kind of trauma or something like that if you... I guess the baby's back will come out first. I don't know. That's like a breech or something, maybe, possibly. I'm not sure what that is. So they were like, we got to do a C-section. All right, so they do that, emergency C-section. And they pull the baby out, and they show it and everything like that. It's laying there lifeless for a while. And Sasha's like, oh, what's going on? Speak. Tell me what's going on. Why is it not crying? And then after a couple minutes or seconds, or I guess in their eyes, a couple minutes, but in our eyes, a couple seconds, the baby starts to cry, which is great. And they're excited about it. It's a healthy baby boy, calling him Dave. Dave is his name, but they have a longer name. I can't even say it. The Dravanovich or something like that. The Jade or something. I don't know. Either way, guys, I don't know. It is what that is. I don't know. All right, so we got good old Tanya and Sinjin. And they're laying in bed, and she's like playing with his arm here, and she says, I waited 6 months to do this. I miss doing this. And it's kind of weird. She likes to play with his arm here. I don't know. I never had anyone play my arm hair before. I don't even play my arm hair. Like, I got arm hair, but I can't see, playing with that. But that's what she does. She likes it. That's her thing, All right. So then we got, he's asking what the agenda was for the day. What's the plans? And she's like, oh, I'm gonna have my friends. And he's more or less like, oh, again? I don't get you by myself? But she's letting him know that, hey, my friends come first. They'll always be here 14 years, and 14 years after us, heaven forbid, they'll be here after us. And he's just like, oh, okay, I see where I stand. So they go to a restaurant called Beyond Sushi, and the friends are like, hey, are you tired of us yet? And he's like, oh, no. And we all know, oh, yes. He's real tired of her. All right, so they're asking what he wants to do, his plans. And he's all over the place, guys. Hold on. All right, so I got my coffee, guys. Woo-hoo! I'm excited now. This thing is nice and hot. Woo! Man. So yeah, like he's all over the place with everything. All right, so then the friends are like, they have like a little interview with the friends, and they're like, oh man, she's a real go-getter, and she see that he's not focused on anything, she's gonna be like really upset, like really pissed. All right, so they're talking about kids. Having the first one, and then 9 months later having another one, and then having another one. And he's looking like, what? This is the first I heard about this. So she wants kids right away. And she said that she'll give him 3 years, which that's a long time for him to figure out if he wants kids or not. But he says he doesn't want kids. And if you don't want kids and you're someone that wants kids, it's not going to match up, guys. You can't just be like, oh yeah, he doesn't want kids, but he's going to have them anyway. No, man. If he doesn't want kids, he doesn't want kids. Don't force the man to have kids. It's not going to work. But I'm looking forward to the whole episode. The whole Robert and Annie situation is starting to heat up a little bit. Yeah, I can't wait, guys. Like I said, that's my favorite couple, and I'm really excited about it, guys. But if you're excited as well, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not, because we're doing some good things, guys. We're trying to do some things for you guys to make things a lot better for you. But either way, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Hey.
And subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification, guys.
And we'll always keep you guys up to date on the latest trends.
Check out our Facebook and our Twitter. The links are in the description below.
Thanks for listening. Peace.